Is Google Assistant getting dumber? I am heavily invested in the Google Assistant. It seems to be not as good at carrying out routines as I remember it. So today, we're gonna test if Google is really dumber than it was before. For those of you new to the channel, I'm Anton, a power engineer, industrial mechanic, and a Red Seal electrician. We cover all kinds of products and topics in an approachable way for the average everyday person. I'm glad you found us. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. I am heavily invested in the Google Assistant product line. I have one of these in pretty much every room of my house, and I've also upgraded my kitchen to one of these Google Home devices, which comes complete with a screen, which has been really handy. But as of late, I seem to be getting more and more responses from Google saying, I don't understand. I don't know how to answer that question, or it just seems to be less intuitive than I remember it being. So I was wondering, is there a way to go back in time and test the Google functionality today versus how it was originally? And I've come up with a bit of a clever way to do that. I've gone to the power of YouTube, and luckily, when the Google Assistants first launched, a lot of YouTubers were touting how great it was, and they were showcasing a lot of the features that your Google Assistant could do. So here is the test. I've pulled up a video that's pretty inclusive of a YouTuber that goes through all of the different commands that a Google Assistant can do well. I'm going to actually have that YouTuber prompt my Google device today and see what the response is. After we do a couple tests, you're gonna see exactly how this is gonna work. I don't know the result. I actually have not done this. So you're going to find out with me live if this is getting dumber or if I'm just expecting too much. Is this a ploy by Google to make us buy their AI-supported newer Home Assistants? Have they made this dumber on purpose? Those answers are coming up at the end of the video after we test these results. The first thing we need to do is actually power up my Assistant. Now, there's nothing special about this cord. It is simply a micro USB cord that allows it to power up. I'm gonna power it off my computer, and it is booting right now. My device has connected. I'm gonna show you, it is connected to the internet. Hey Google, tell me a joke. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Here's a classic. Why do hockey players enjoy making cakes? They love icing.
Okay, you can see it is connected to the internet, and obviously it will tell you a joke. Now, I had to try that twice before it actually told me this joke, which is leading me to think something weird's going on. Now, here's where the clever trick happens. I've got a video from a channel called Debussy. This video has 50,000 views, and it's from 5 years ago. So this will be a good test. The idea is I will let her do the prompts, and then we'll see what my Google says for the reply, and then we'll unpause the video and see what her Google device said for the reply. We'll see if the replies are the same and if mine can understand the commands that she is issuing. So let's see what the first prompt is and the response.
Hey Google, good morning.
Good afternoon. The time is 3:48 p.m. Currently it's 18 degrees and partly cloudy. Today, it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 18 and a low of 6. On your way to traffic is light. It is 14 minutes by car. I can only do that once I verify your voice. Try going to Assistant settings, then checking your voice match settings. Have a good one. Playing Taylor Swift on Spotify.
Okay, I don't want to play Taylor Swift on Spotify. It seemed not bad. Let's see how the response was on this Google.
Noon, BC. The time is 2:06 p.m. Currently it's 84 degrees and mostly cloudy.
So it seems like it's doing pretty much what it did here. So first test passed. So now it's time for the next test. I don't even know what questions she asked because I didn't pre-check these. Like I said, I'm hearing these the same time you are.
Hey Google, where's my iPhone?
Okay, the Google is not responding anymore to that prompt. So I'm going to ask Google where my phone is and see what it says. Hey Google, where's my phone?
Got it. Your Galaxy S24 Ultra should be ringing now.
Okay, my Galaxy S24 Ultra is absolutely ringing. Okay, so Google did find my phone. Let's see if it helped her find her phone.
Okay, should I call your phone ending in...
Yes.
Second test, finding your phone, passed. Moving on to the next test.
Hey Google, remind me to work out every single day at 7 a.m.
I can only share personal information once I verify your voice. Try going to Assistant Settings, then checking your voice match settings.
So this is Google complaining that I haven't matched this girl's voice to my Google. So I'll try issuing the prompt myself. Hey Google, remind me to work out every single day at 7 a.m.
Got it. I'll remind you every day at 7 a.m.
Now let's see how her Google responded.
All right, work out every single day at 7 a.m. When do you want to be reminded?
So it might have gotten a little better in that scenario. So in her test, she said, remind me to work out every day at 7 a.m. And it said, okay, no problem. When do you want to be reminded? Whereas when I did it now, 5 years later, it said, no problem, we'll remind you to work out at 7 a.m. So in this case, not only did this pass, it also surpassed the results from 5 years ago. So this is our first indication that currently this Google device is working better than hers did 5 years ago. So we're starting to see some cracks in this theory. I'm not convinced yet though.
Hey Google, can you translate the phrase, I really like ice cream, from English to Italian?
In Italian, you would say,
Mi piace molto il gelato in inglese.
Okay, so that was an English to Italian translation. Let's see how hers did.
Italian, that's
Mi piace molto il gelato.
Okay, so my result again was slightly different. See, this one in the end added the in English part. I don't really understand Italian, but I do understand in Inglesión or whatever it was, whereas her response did not include that. So the translation that Google gave me this time was quite literally exactly word for word what I asked for, whereas the translation that it gave her seemed more true to life of what the translation should be. If you're trying to use Google to help communicate with somebody, the translation of the Google now seems to be a little bit more literal, and it might seem a little bit weird versus the translation that she received 5 years ago. But in either case, we did get the translation, so I'm going to say test passed. Next test is checking the definition of words. We actually do this quite often in our home, and it's usually the one that gets the most confusing for our Google. Let's see how it does.
Hey Google, what's the definition of portmanteau?
here's the definition of portmanteau. A large traveling bag, typically made of stiff leather and opening into 2 equal parts.
Okay, that's what Google says now. Let's see what Google said back then.
Portmanteau has 2 different meanings. Starting with the most common one, portmanteau can be used as a noun to mean a large trunk or suitcase, typically made of stiff leather and opening into 2 equal parts.
So interestingly, my Google is telling me this is the meaning, this is what it is, whereas 5 years ago Google said it actually has 2 meanings. The most common meaning is this bag that has 2 parts or whatever it was. It did not share what the second meaning was. So now it's not even telling me that it does have 2 potential meanings. So if that wasn't what I thought it was, then I wouldn't know to prompt it to tell me what's the other meaning. Next test is having Google help you make some decisions.
Hey Google, give me a number between 1 and 1,000.
242.
That would be so weird if it gives the same number in her video. I doubt that it's going to, but let's find out.
741.
Hey Google, flip a coin.
It's tails.
It's tails.
You got tails.
Again, the answer is a little different. The old one was a little bit more chatty. Oh, it's tails. Whereas this one was like, it's tails. So there's some pretty basic decision making that it can make, but it's got one other little trick as a magic 8-ball. If you guys remember, those are the things that you say something and you shake it upside down and you roll it up and it says, you'll find happiness with a new love.
You will find happiness with a new love.
But first, obviously, we need to ask it a real question. So let's see.
Hey Google, let's play crystal ball.
Okay, the crystal ball is ready to answer your yes or no question. Think of it in 3, 2, 1. An answer is coming. The crystal ball says, affirmative. Independent case studies have concluded that crystal ball use can result in random and possibly silly answers that can lead to the following real or imaginary symptoms: confusion, scorn, whimsy, and, in rare instances, boredom. Always store the crystal ball in a cool, dry location.
Now that's interesting. It got stuck in a weird boot loop. So it said, here's your crystal ball. The answer is affirmative. And then it went back to saying, keep it in a cool, dry place. And then it said, hold on, an answer is coming. And then it said, always keep your crystal ball. The answer is affirmative. So that was kind of weird. Let's see what the result was on her crystal ball.
An answer is coming. The crystal ball says, who knows?
Okay, so hers didn't seem to get stuck in that boot loop. Who knows? But I've never actually used that crystal ball functionality before, so I can't tell you if it worked ever or didn't work. That was really weird.
Hey Google, pull my finger.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Who's in charge of the pencil case? The ruler.
The ruler is in charge of the pencil case, of course.
What happens when a frog's car breaks? It gets towed.
Hey Google, tell me a prank.
Here's a funny prank. Put a book in the fridge. If anyone asks, just say, it's a cool book.
These are kind of lame.
Give 3 onions to your closest friend and refuse to provide any explanation.
I don't really get that actually at all.
Okay, so overall, she goes on to test a whole bunch of Reddit, just weird stuff, which seems pretty basic for this kind of a device, so I suspect it would be able to do that. What we haven't answered, though, is the problems that I've been having. So I'm going to ask it some of the questions that I haven't been getting responses to lately, and maybe because it knows I'm making a YouTube video right now and it's always listening, it's actually behaving how it should, and as soon as I turn the camera off, it's going to go back to how it was. Let's give it a try. Hey Google, what time is Walmart open?
It's 4:08 p.m.
I didn't ask if it was 4:08 p.m. Hey Google, what time is Walmart open until?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Hey Google, how long does it take to get to town?
Driving to Old Town Pizza House Bar and Grill will take you 3 minutes.
Hey Google, what time is Walmart open until?
The best way to get to the closest Walmart supercenter by car is via and will take about 8 minutes in moderate traffic.
What time is it open until?
Walmart Supercenter at is open right now, and they close at 10 p.m.
So there, it took a lot of tries to get that information, and in most cases, I find it's actually faster for me to just pull out my phone and Google what time is the Walmart open until. Because this
Sorry,
one
I don't understand.
frequently doesn't understand.
Maybe if you try again, or I can help you with something else.
Why don't you help me with what I want?
There's a lot I can do. I can help you set a timer or do a search for you.
What's the best dog to get?
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help. On the website brucesdoggydaycare.co.uk, they say, 1 golden retriever. Golden retrievers are friendly fur babies that are great with children and are happy to say hello to anyone they meet.
You hear that, Bentley? I'm supposed to get a golden retriever. I'm not allowed, Bentley. I'm not allowed to anymore. I have to get a golden retriever instead. It's really unfortunate for Bentley. Now, I'm still not convinced. I think that Google's been making this product worse and worse and worse so they can convince people, yeah, the Google Assistant, it was just a basic assistant. And if you really want a powerful assistant, you need an AI-equipped one. And that way, you can take something that you've gotten used to using. Like I said, we've got these all over in our house, and they used to work really, really well, but they don't work as good as I remember them. It seems like with this test, they work as good as they did, even though through my testing that we've done at the end here, you can see that it frequently isn't answering the question that you're asking, or it's giving a total different answer, or it's saying, I just don't understand you. I'm pretty convinced that these are actually getting dumber. It seems like it's just not as good as it used to be. But let me know what you guys think. Do you notice the same things as I am? I looked online and a lot of people are asking these same kinds of questions. So I can't be the only one. But I want to reach out to you guys and have you explain if you think that your Google is just as smart as you remember it, or has it gotten dumber? Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. you can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.